This is a stimulus check update and daily news report, and things are getting really tense. Joe Manchin just blew up at the press, calling it bull stuff and calling the reporter bull stuff. You could exchange the words there if you like, and I'll let you know exactly why he got so upset doing so. When it comes to the Build Back Better plan, looks like the plans may be pushed into 2022. Not confirmed yet, but I'll let you know what's going on. I'll play the latest video clip from Pramila Jayapal saying that the Build Back Better plan will get done and Joe Manchin will be on board. I'll give you the Republican perspective with Ted Cruz. I'll let you know the latest stimulus check articles like this. Fourth stimulus check deadline is 2 weeks away. New $1,400 payments coming soon. And one city is starting their $500 stimulus check applications on Saturday. It'll give you some other important updates as well. Hope you're having a terrific Thursday. If you appreciate the fact-based, fast-paced updates, hit the like button down below. And I'm giving $200 to my subscribers. I'll talk more about that later on in the video. But first, inflation is still red hot, and it's forcing the Federal Reserve into a new game plan. So yesterday, the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell gave an announcement that the Federal Reserve is paving the way for possible rate hikes next year in an effort to contain stubbornly high inflation. So there may be 3 interest rate hikes happening next year, which could help curb inflation and may or may not work. I'll give you some other updates on that as more news comes out. Fourth stimulus check deadline is 2 weeks away. New $1,400 payments coming soon. So basically what this is talking about, the deadline is for the plus-up payment checks. So that's for the stimulus checks. If your income changed in 2020, then you're eligible for a plus-up payment to get paid the difference. And then what it's talking about is the $1,400 checks coming soon. That's referring to if you had a baby born in 2021, then you are eligible as a parent or guardian to get the $1,400 stimulus check. This article right here, stimulus update, the push for a fourth stimulus check and who should get it. So people are still pushing for the fourth stimulus check, and it is not in the Build Back Better plan, and there is no general fourth stimulus check, but people are still pushing for it, referring to this petition right here for the $2,000 per month to every American on the change.org, currently at 2,982,000 signatures so far. And there's articles like this debunking claims of fourth stimulus checks. A lot of people are getting scammed because on social media there may be ads saying there's a fourth stimulus check. Click here to sign up, provide your information, your social security, whatever. And then there's other homeowners stimulus checks that are fake as well. So if you see any of those on social media, it's not true. And as I always am on this channel, I'm always truthful that fourth stimulus checks are not in the package. There's no general fourth stimulus checks, but there are smaller state and local stimulus checks that I like to report on as well. For example, this one, $500 stimulus check application starting Saturday for St. Louis City residents. So St. Louis, Missouri, if you live there on Saturday, you can apply for the $500 stimulus check, saying applications for a $500 stimulus check begin Saturday, 4 months after St. Louis City leaders sign off on spending more than $135 million in federal COVID relief. That's from the $350 billion stimulus money that went out to all the states and local governments. So applicants must be at or below 80% of the area's median income, which is $42,000. And you could apply at St. Louis Community College in Forest Park, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Also, we got this article right here. Families urged to apply for a monthly stimulus check payment program worth up to $4,500 in 2022. See if you're eligible. What this is talking about is families in one Texas county are being urged to apply for a monthly stimulus payment program worth up to $4,500 in 2022. This is in Fort Bend County, Texas, and there is a program where they could get vouchers. So far, about 700 vouchers for the child care program have been sent out, and more than $1 million is still left to allocate. The county is allotting $500 per child through the program, and families can use the voucher for up to 3 children, which means families can get $1,500 a month. So that is just in Fort Bend, Texas. But subscribe to the channel if you want the latest on those stimulus checks going out in different counties and cities and things like that. It states, next, let's talk about Joe Manchin. Why is he so upset? So Manchin yells at reporter, "You're bull stuff." You could fill in the blanks there. I'm not going to say it here because it's not good for YouTube. But anyways, he says it here, this is bull, you're bull stuff. And so what happened? What's the reason for all this? So basically, the testy exchange followed another contentious back and forth between Manchin and a group of reporters. What they said here is Manchin denied the report and said that members of the media are hearing a lot of bad rumors. So what is he talking about? What he said here is, I'm not opposed to the child tax credit. I've never been opposed to the child tax credit, he insisted. Manchin also made clear that he's getting sick and tired of being grilled about his position in the negotiations with Biden, saying this, guys, I'm not negotiating with any of you all. You can ask all the questions you want. Guys, let me go. This is bull stuff, you're bull stuff. And he told Delaney in the Capitol subway, grumbling, God almighty, and then walked away. So I guess he was really upset because rumors of him saying that he does not want the child tax credit. To be fair, he didn't say that he did not want the child tax credit. He just wanted to severely restrict it to the people who are getting it as of now. So next up is a video clip about the child tax credit and how it may actually end. Checks went out yesterday, but take a look at this video right here.
Tonight, or today, some families across the nation are receiving their last monthly child tax credit payments. That means parents will no longer receive hundreds of dollars every month per child. That is, unless Democrats manage to pass President Biden's massive social spending pact. Today, the House Speaker, Nancy Pelosi, called the payments essential. She warned that American families will suffer without them. As time runs out, there's a group of grandmothers rallying to save the benefit. Here's CNBC's senior congressional correspondent, Ilan Moy.
Come on, guys, hurry. Does everybody have a mask?
Meet Mary Beth Cochran, a 52-year-old North Carolina grandmother who's taking care of two of her grandkids full-time. Every morning, they squeeze into her Ford Fiesta to go to school, buckled up, book bags on their lap. It's busy, but also a blessing. It's the first time Cochran has ever been able to afford her own car.
I'm going to give you your snack money so you don't lose it, guys. Come on.
The lease on the car is $424 a month. Insurance is another $89. Cochran said she's just able to cover it with the $500 a month she gets from the child tax credit. And she's got that math memorized.
I'm a grandma and I am on fixed income, so every penny matters.
The COVID relief package that Democrats passed earlier this year boosted the benefit to $3,600 for children younger than 6 and $3,000 for kids ages 6 to 17. In addition, families also started getting the money monthly instead of at tax time. So far, the government has delivered roughly $93 billion to cover 61 million kids. But today is the last monthly payment, and grandmas like Cochran have a warning for Washington.
Losing more than half of my income put us in crisis.
Democrats want to extend the benefit for another year as part of their social spending plan. Unclear, though, when or if they'll get it done. And grandmas on the ground and in Congress are using their senior status to push for passage.
Quite honestly, what would you do if something happened? I think grandparents have been playing this role for a long time, but I think we're only now beginning to see it, to understand it, and shine a light on what they do.
Cochran said her grandkids sometimes call her Meemaw, and sometimes they just call her Mom.
I wish that I would not have to rely on these programs to provide for me and my family. But I have to in order to make ends meet. We are everyday people. Please don't look down on us for receiving these programs. Please don't look down on our kids for receiving these programs. We need this extra help.
Cochran is worried she could lose her car if the monthly benefit expires. That means she'd have to quit her job. Her granddaughter might have to quit cheerleading. So, Shep, there are a lot of potential ripple effects.
You know, Democrats have said they want to pass Build Back Better by Christmas, but it really doesn't look realistic now, does it?
And not really, Shep. Politically, they're still trying to get Senator Joe Manchin to agree to this package. Doesn't seem like there's been much progress in those talks. And lawmakers believe they need to act by the end of this year to ensure that families can get their next check on January 15th. Today, Pelosi ruled out the possibility of just extending the child tax credit and leaving everything else for later. Shep, she said if they did that, they lose leverage.
So those child tax credits definitely helped out a lot of people, and it may be ending. With the Build Back Better plan in jeopardy at the moment, there may not be any more child tax credits. Let me know down in the comments below, should the child tax credits continue? Should it be extended to adults as well, where there could be adults on fixed income without kids get something like a child tax credit or an adult tax credit? Let me know your thoughts on that down in the comments below. So Democratic talks with Manchin show signs of melting down. As I showed before, not looking good. President Manchin, it's a joke, but he has a lot more power than President Biden. Manchin is trying to back out of a deal with the White House, said one Democratic source familiar with the negotiations between Manchin and Biden. Manchin earlier agreed to a one-year extension of the child tax credit. They shook on it, but since the child tax credit is in the Build Back Better plan and Manchin is not supporting that Build Back Better plan, child tax credit may end along with everything else. So it's not looking too good. Biden, on passing agenda by year's end, was asked that question. He said, I hope so. So on his way to the helicopter coming from the White House to the plane, or the helicopter, so he was asked, President Biden on Wednesday said some progress has been made toward passing his Build Back Better agenda in the Senate, but acknowledged it was possible it would not reach his desk before the end of the year, saying, I hope so. It's going to be close. It's going to be a tough loss for President Biden if he doesn't get it. Senate Democrats may pull a switcheroo to punt Biden's big spending bill into 2022 in favor of a last-ditch effort to push for voting rights legislation. So looks like Senate Democrats may swap the Build Back Better bill for the Voting Rights Act. Senator Joe Manchin has remaining concerns about the bill's provisions and how much would be paid for. Several Democrats told Insider they were so far unaware of any plans to push off the bill. So this is sort of a rumor. I've seen a lot of stories saying that the Build Back Better plan is going to be pushed into 2022. Some are saying no, it's going to happen now. Take a look at this video clip from Pramila Jayapal saying that it is going to happen.
So we are going to get all 50 senators, you say. That includes, of course, Joe Manchin. You were criticized by some on the left for giving up your leverage and allowing the bipartisan infrastructure framework, the BIF, to go through Congress before the Build Back Better, the BBB bill, was voted on. I want to play something you said at the time and get your reaction on the other side. Have a listen.
This was a deal that was negotiated by the president himself and Senator Manchin and Senator Sinema, and that we would trust the president, that he was confident that he could get 51 votes. That's what he told us in the caucus. That's what he's told me, directly. And we believe him. He's going to get 51 votes.
We believe him. How do you feel about that today? Do you feel that Joe Biden let you down? And do you feel you got played by Joe Manchin?
No and no. We are, for the weeks and the days going up to the vote in the House, everybody, every day, if I had counted, if I got a penny for every time somebody said to me, this is not going to happen. You all have given up everything. We got it done in the House. Now, I am in the same place in saying that we are getting grenades rolled at us all the time. We have to pick them up, we have to put the pin back in, and we have to continue to focus on the fact that this is going to be rocky. We can't hang our commitments and our hopes on the words of one senator or two senators. We have to continue to work to get it done, and the vast majority of it is done. And so I was on the phone with Senator Schumer today, with the White House, and I believe we will still get it done. It's going to be rocky, and we just have to continue to leave no space in the commitment to getting it done. And listen, the president's word is on the line here, and I do still believe that he is going to do what he told me and what he told our caucus and what he told the country he would do. Had we not done what we had done, though,
and if he doesn't, Congresswoman.
What was that?
And if he doesn't?
No, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. It will hurt everybody.
Just to be clear, you're going to pass Build Back Better by December the 31st?
We are going to pass Build Back Better. I hope it is by December 31st. I think it will be. But we are going to get it done, and we are going to get it done very, very quickly. Almost everything is done, thanks to the Progressive Caucus holding the line.
There's no evidence that Joe Manchin is going to vote for it. We just have reporting today that says that he spoke to Joe Biden on the phone, and they are far apart. Where is your optimism coming from? Because a lot of people are looking and saying, Joe Manchin played all of you.
Well, I think, if you want to give him that credit now, you certainly can, but I don't know why you would. It hasn't been done. It's not finished. And we're going to get it done. And I think that people react to reporting. There's reporting all the time. And we know that Senator Manchin has not been the #1 supporter of the Build Back Better Act, but he made a commitment to the president. The president made a commitment to us, and I believe we're going to get it done.
Pramila Jayapal getting a little bit of pushback there with some tough questions and not giving straightforward answers. Is it going to happen? It doesn't seem likely. It all depends on what President Manchin wants to do. Joe Manchin saying that he is not in full support of it, and they need that one vote. Every vote counts in the Senate. Republicans counter Build Back Better's climate crusade. Here's a video clip from Ted Cruz on why the Build Back Better plan is not a good idea.
What do you attribute the 9.8% PPI increase, which was the hottest in decades, and then the previous week where we saw the CPI, both hot? This is all happening way before the Build Back Better bill has even, we're still arguing about it, don't even know if it's going to pass. And we already have the inflation.
Now, look, that's exactly right. And inflation is raging across the country. The November numbers have inflation at 6.8%. That's the highest inflation this country has seen since 1982, nearly 40 years ago. And it's, at the end of the day, it is not complicated. When you spend trillions of dollars you don't have, when you print money, when you borrow trillions of dollars, when you expand the money supply, you drive up inflation. That cause and effect has been true from the dawn of time. It's true now. And, you mentioned the debt ceiling the Senate voted on yesterday, the House voted on early this morning. The current debt is $28.9 trillion. Today, Joe Biden is preparing to sign a bill raising that by $2.5 trillion. $2.5 trillion, Joe, is the largest increase in the debt ceiling in the history of our country. It is unprecedented. $2.5 trillion with the stroke of a pen, and that doesn't pay for a penny of the Bernie Sanders socialist budget, what they call Build Back Better, what more and more Americans are calling Build Back Broke. It is trillions more, somewhere between $3, $4, $5 trillion on top of the $2.5 trillion, on top of the $28.9 trillion. The inflation fire is raging, and the Democrats' solution, sadly, is just to pour gasoline on it. They want more of what's causing inflation, and if they succeed with that, we're going to get a whole lot more inflation, which is hurting the most vulnerable among us, particularly seniors. Seniors get hammered with inflation, and this White House doesn't seem to care.
Ted Cruz and Republicans sticking to the same talking points that is going to add to inflation and it is not going to benefit the American people. But what are your thoughts on that? That is all the stimulus news I have for you today to hopefully brighten your day a bit. Here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Hi guys, my name is Bella. This is the tip of the day. If you make a mistake, then it's okay. You learn from your mistake, it makes you a better person. So it's okay. It's okay. We still love you. We like you a lot. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate your support, and to show my appreciation for your support and being a part of the Wise Flies community, I'm giving out $200 checks to my subscribers. So same as the other times where I give away $200 checks, these are physical checks that I'm just going to send out so you could use it for whatever, utilities, rent, food. I want to help out around the holidays. So the way you could enter to potentially win the $200 is first be subscribed to this channel, plus my other two channels, Wise Vibes and Wise Buys. And then on this video alone, comment below what you are thankful for. Since it's the holidays, I think it's important to bring attention and awareness to what we're thankful for and hopefully put us in a better mood. So just those 3 things, I have it written down in the description below if you want to enter to potentially win the $200 check. So yeah, good luck with that. And just on this video alone, if you want to check out my latest Wise Buys video where I give a review on vegan marshmallows with my 2 daughters in the video, Bella and Kalea. Highly recommended. Check out this link up here, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.